Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your own channel. So today in this video I will be explaining top 12 things which any meeting host needs to take care of and keep in mind. So these days we are in lockdown, we are opening up ourselves so well, and these days Zoom is having a very big hit in terms of online meetings. So we have other apps also, but today I'm touching basically about the Zoom app. So in this video, I'll be explaining 12 points, like I said. And if you want to know how to further announce meetings and you want to know a step-by-step guidance, so you can watch my another video also. So let's get started. Yes. So, if you are a host of a meeting, so first of all, one thing which you need to take care of first and foremost is announce your meeting on time. By announcing your meeting on time, I mean whether you are aware or not aware, you cannot announce your meeting before 30 minutes of the scheduled time. If you want to announce it at 4 o'clock, you cannot announce it post 3:30. So you make sure that you announce it before 3:30. And secondly, if you have announced it on time, then share the link of the meeting with the participants on time. If you are going to share the link with the participants after 4 o'clock, then maybe they will miss the content. So it's better if you share the meeting link by 3:55 so that they can join by 4 o'clock, and you will have sufficient 40 minutes to finish your meeting on time. So if you are not using any package of Zoom, so you have a 40-minute session. If you are using package, so you need not to worry about the time limit and all. So third thing, you need to send the link on WhatsApp, not on message. You can send on message also, but it's good you send on WhatsApp, because if you are sending on WhatsApp, so those who want to log in through the phone or laptop both, so they just need to click the link and they will be on the Zoom. So it will save the time also. Fourth thing, if you are sending the link to the participant, in the link you cannot only send a link and not the meeting ID and password. You need to send both things. If you are sending link, you need to write the meeting ID and password also. So Zoom app automatically gives you the meeting ID password also. You need not to edit the message, just copy paste. You can remove the time zones and all if you want to. So you have to send both things. Sometimes some participants are being requested to enter the password also, so otherwise during the meeting you will keep getting the calls. So it's better if you send the ID, password and the link, all three things to in the invitation. Okay. So next thing is the fifth thing I will say, that if you can have a volunteer with you who can manage the meeting on the back end for you, so it will be good. I'll explain how. So this volunteer can be your friend also, can be your colleague also, can be your spouse, can be your sibling, anyone can be there, and you can explain the basic things to your partner, and then you can make your partner as a co-host also. So what you need to do in this is, if you are having a volunteer, how you can manage it well. So you need not to mute unmute your participants on your own. Suppose you are using mobile, like I'm using right now for recording the video. So if you want to mute certain people, so you need to bend forward like this, and then your appearance will get distracted to the participants. And if you are again muting unmuting, you are receiving messages again and again, you have to go to your screen and do scribble like this, and then only you will be able to read. So sometimes you need to scroll up, scroll down, so your appearance will be something like this. Sometimes you are frowning, oh, what is written, so your appearance will be like this. So if you have volunteer, so the volunteer and you both can coordinate so well, and you can say, you can train your volunteer how they are, how you want to call yourself by the volunteer. So your volunteer can say, ma'am, sorry to interrupt, we have received a message from Rohit, and he is want to ask this thing. So then you can mention and you can address the concern. So you can train your volunteer when to interrupt and when not to interrupt, and accordingly your volunteer will show the concerns. So So it's good if you have a volunteer with you. So sixth thing, if you have a volunteer and you have sufficient participants, if it's a social meeting, so if it's a social meeting, so it's not required you to enable the waiting room. If it's not a social meeting, it's a personal and a professional meeting, then you can enable the waiting room. How you can enable the waiting room, you can see in the detailed video. So you enable the waiting room, and there you can have some more functions and you can have visibility to that. So in the personal and professional, you need to enable it so that you can admit the participants accordingly. Whom you want to see the meeting, you can admit. Whom you don't want, you can reject them. So this way you can have the safety and security of the meeting also. Next, seventh point is your participants have joined. Now you don't want anyone else to join. So you can lock your meeting. How you can lock? Again, you can go to another video and you can see. So if you are locking your video, it's not required you as a host to lock your video. You can ask your volunteer also to lock the video if you are given the hosting rights. So that way your meeting will be safe also. So no other participant will be able to join after the locking of the meeting. So once you have joined, you have logged the meeting. So now it comes to startup of the meeting. So how you can start. So firstly, I would like to emphasize on this thing that if you have sufficient participants, so first you mute all the participants, mandatory mute the participants. Why? Sometimes when you have not enabled the waiting room, people have joined. Some people are making noise in the background, which is distracting the other participants. So they feel that, oh, meeting has not started, maybe the wrong link or it's not going to start. So they can leave the meeting before you join the meeting and before it start. So if you mute all on the entry, it will be good for you to start. Okay. So the next ninth point here is, so if you have logged in, mute all the participants, so then you explain the Zoom rules. So it's very important because to make your meeting interactive, you have to do this. So I have explained in my video how you can make your meeting interactive, how you can explain the science. In this video also I will touch. So you can train your participants in initial 2 minutes. This is thumbs up if they are liking something, thumbs up, yes. If they want to say something superb, so you can ask them to do this. If they are not liking, okay, very poor, okay. They are able to hear, yes. They are not able to hear, no. And you want them to say something else other than this, so you can ask them to drop the concern in the chat box or to your volunteer privately. Okay, so the next is you have explained them the rules and all. So after this, you have to introduce yourself every time, even if it's a recurring meeting, you have to introduce yourself. Why? Because sometimes new participants are coming and they don't know you. So a short introduction about yourself will be sufficient for them. So while you are introducing yourself or while you are conducting the meeting, so I will like to request you. So you have to take care of your appearance. So appearance is your next point which you need to take care here. In your appearance, you cannot sit like this and you cannot be like this. So you make sure you put your camera in such a way that upper half your body is visible on the screen. It's good if till shoulder it's visible, it's good. If it's below that, it's okay. But showing knees and all, it doesn't show the good body language. So here in this, if you are appearing, so you need to straight look into the camera, not on the screen like this. So when you look into the screen, your appearance is like this. If you are looking into the camera, your appearance is this. So it's look more professional, more ethical. So another point which I want to say here is you are appearing good, you have good content. So now you have to keep your meeting interactive, very interactive. So by showing these languages and all this, okay, not okay, good, perfect. So by saying this, you can keep your meeting interactive. so everything is going good, flexible, and you are having good time. So now you need to have an eye on your time also. If you have not received any package, so then you can ask your volunteers to indicate you tactfully by saying that, oh sir, last point from your end, okay, we will take last question, okay, last thing to notice. So this way you will be able to get, okay, you have only 5 minutes left with you. So this way you have to finish on time also. So if you finish on time, start on time, so it's good, because otherwise if you finish on poor notes, okay, you were explaining things and in between it gets over, it doesn't look good. So you can have all these points in your mind if you host a meeting, and have good meetings, have good time. You can watch my another video if you have another concern, you want to go in detail of announcing a meeting, hosting a meeting, so you can watch another video. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. If you have liked this, like and comment on my video, subscribe my channel. Thank you.